Okie dokie. We're back.
See if we can get some revenge on that dog.
Right? I have to make my way over to that dog.
This is true.
But no, what I was saying about, like, favorite Simpsons episodes. So, like, the Treehouse of Horrors were always really good ones for me. I liked those a lot. Shit! Fucking goddamn it. God damn it! I like those episodes a lot. I will say one of the episodes I liked quite a bit that wasn't a Treehouse of Horror, because there are just so many good Treehouse of Horror episodes.
Yeah.
Like, I liked the evil Krusty doll that was essentially Chucky.
Oh, yeah.
Because you could notice the fall off in, like, good Treehouse of Horror, too, at a certain point. Because the first few, they were really making fun of, like, a lot of classic horror films. But then they got to a certain point where they just stopped making fun of horror films. Because there weren't a lot of horror films to, like, really gravitate, or not classic ones at that point. They'd kind of covered it all.
Yeah.
And so, like, I remember there was one where they just made fun of Harry Potter, and I'm like, this isn't scary. Like, this isn't Treehouse of Horror.
Nope.
Although one of the later ones that they did, it might have even been the same year as the Harry Potter one, was they finally made fun of, like, Smart House. It was the one where they get, like, essentially Hal from 2001 Space Odyssey, put in the house, and he was voiced by Pierce Brosnan, and he fell in love with Marge, and he tried to kill Homer.
Yeah, that was definitely always one of my favorite.
Because that was based off of, like, a Smart House movie. There was a Disney horror movie called Smart House that was a basic premise of that. But I don't know if that was based off of an actual adult horror movie. I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Yeah. I just remember liking the episode when it came out.
Ah, no, fuck, god damn it.
I know the one I do quote a lot is the episode where, like, Lisa's put in charge to, like, babysit Bart. She's like, go to bed. What? You said go to bread. Go to bed!
You do say that a lot.
Yep.
I got the dog.
Yeah. Take that. Uh-oh.
What is this? Is this a boss fight? So before we get to this, because I think this might be a boss, one of my regular episodes that I love is Grimy with Frank Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
I like... What do you mean, Grimy? What? I like that episode. I also liked the one where Homer makes the hot chili and he lines his mouth with wax and he goes on, like, a spirit walk.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
That was a good one. I do also think about the one where, in connection with this game, where Milhouse, Bart, and what's his name? The nerdy kid. It's not Ralph Wiggum. Ralph Wiggum's the stupid one.
I'm mad I don't know
Nelson?
This.
No, Nelson.
Nelson was the bully.
But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was like,
they go together and buy Radioactive Man #1. That was a good one.
I was like, I used to have the poster with all the characters and knew all of them by name.
We had a sleepover one day where we pointed out all the characters on the poster.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this isn't a boss fight. This is the next level.
Looks like you're in a sewer.
And I died in the sewer. Let's see if it starts me off here at the start of the sewer. I was so close to the end of that level.
Yeah. Oh. If it wasn't for that dog. Not sure what the hell that's doing, but...
I don't know, but it was like a weird elevator.
Yeah.
Oh god, can I not? Okay. I also liked the one where Marge became a police officer. That one was really good. Especially because she does everything, like, super difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And Chief Wiggum's like, women never use the door. They always climb the wall. And I was like... As a kid, I didn't get that joke. But as an adult, I'm like, huh. They're making, like, a comment on how women have to work twice as hard. Because that was one of the nice things about early Simpsons was like
they were really good at kind of speaking out on
like political issues and like being inclusive and feminist and stuff like that. Oh, damn it. That was why Lisa, like the episode where she becomes vegetarian was such a big thing. What you looking up?
Just trying to remember what certain seasons were.
Oh yeah, and the ones that you think were like, oh no. Oh, okay, good. The ones that you think were like, oh, these are, early seasons of The Simpsons that I love. You find out are like really like season 8 or 9.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, season 8's what, 1997.
Yeah. So like season 8, 9, those were big seasons for us.
Yeah, because that would have been like those ranges would have been when we're at least old enough to really
appreciate and remember.
Yep.
Because we would have been good adolescent age.
Yeah.
Shit! I'm not sure I can beat this guy.
Yeah, I forgot about the episode where Bush moves in next door.
That is one of my favorite episodes. I quote that all the time. Not my memoirs, but Barbie messed with my memoirs. That's how I learned who Gerald Ford was.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna invite you over for some beers and nachos. Do you like beer and nachos, Homer?
You got the one where
Crap.
he eats a bunch so he can stay at home and work.
The Moo Moo episode. They just released a Funko Pop of Homer in the Moo Moo, and I've considered getting it. It's at Hot Topic. Like it's
awesome.
just essentially an oval.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I collect pops, and I don't want to go down the rabbit hole with The Simpsons, because otherwise I will have to get, apparently that doesn't hurt, I will have to get every character.
Yeah.
Which is why I kind of drew the line at Bartman and Radioactive Man. But Homer and the Moo Moo, I considered it so much. We have 1 life left. No. So I want to see a boss. Oh, we hit a checkpoint. Woo! I want to see a boss. I cannot guarantee you that we will get to see a boss.
Yeah.
Like, I very much would like to. But I can't. And I'm not putting any more time into this game than what this episode allows for.
Nah.
Like, as a kid, I would have eaten the shit out of this game. I would love this game.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, no, I am beating this game.
And who knows, maybe one day in the future we'll come back to some of these one-offs and revisit them. But for today, nah. Did you find any other episodes?
Let's see. The one where he turns the toaster into the time machine.
Isn't that a Halloween of...
Yep.
Yeah. I liked that one too. Because that one scared me the most, I think, out of all the Halloween of Horrors growing up. Because Flanders has them remove part of their brain if they're not indoctrinated enough. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Because it was creepy, because there's a part where Marge is holding part of her brain and she's like, it's bliss. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, good. Killed that guy. Wow, this game is really hard. I mean, old NES games were hard.
Yeah.
But this one is unforgiving.
It just doesn't matter. Just your spikes hit something, you're dead.
Alright, I'm gonna wait for that to come back because I didn't want to jump and miss it.
Not to mention how much you kind of have to...
Oh shit, the hitbox.
Yep. Not to mention how many times you just have to blindly jump and hope you don't fall to your death.
I hope you don't beat the camera, because apparently the death wall is if you beat the camera down, because you fall faster than the camera moves. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I finally got hurt by that thing. No, 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 no! Fuck, god damn it.
Oh yeah, the Master Key episode.
The Master Key episode?
When Bart and Ralph become like best friends and they steal the Master Key and like
right.
go all throughout.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That was a good one. What was the other one? Ralph was one of those characters that was just... He made you sad.
Yeah.
But there was also the episode where Ralph fell in love with Lisa. I choose you. And I love... They were recording and like, Lisa, you can see the exact moment when his heart rips in half.
Right
now.
Yeah. Just slow motion on his face.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I've been there, buddy. I've been there. You know what was another good one? Itchy and Scratchy Land.
Yep.
Oh, that was a classic. Because no, they had such good writers back then with, like, Conan was a writer back then. Like, that was just the heyday. That was...
Yep.
That was the best Simpsons time. And then you had the voice of, the one voice actor who passed away while shooting it. Oh, no, 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 no. No! I was hoping I'd make it. Almost did! I almost made it.
So close.
He played, like, Troy McClure and things like that. That's why Troy McClure disappeared. Do you know that?
Yeah, because then it was...
Because they didn't want to replace him. So, like, they didn't kill off all of his characters, but they just stopped showing up.
Yeah. The one thing when you have so many voice actors that play so many different characters and, you know, when they're just kind of like minor characters here and there, you can kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
But if they play a bunch of main characters and suddenly,
But yeah, 90s Simpsons was a big influence on, like, my childhood humor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, 90s Simpsons, Jim Carrey.
Yep.
Those were, like, the two big influencers. Like, early Jim Carrey, you know?
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber, Liar Liar. You know, before, like, he kind of went a little crazy, Jim Carrey. Before Unfortunate Events.
Yeah.
Or the number 23.
Back when you had Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura was a big one. I loved Ace Ventura. Although that movie, went back, revisited it, horribly transphobic.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely realize when you go back and watch a lot of older stuff that, you know.
Yeah, Ben and I were talking about that. We were talking about that with old John Hughes films. Like, old 80s John Hughes films are highly rapey. Like, very rapey. Like, 16 Candles, the whole, like, you know... she's drunk and passed out. Here you go, buddy, do it. Like, gives her to the nerd, and you're like, hey, good for you, nerd. No! So rapey.
Yeah.
Like, Breakfast Club, I think, is one that still holds up. Oh my god. Have I been going backwards this whole time?
It's looking like it.
I feel like I'm going backwards. But it pointed me in that direction. We'll find out in a minute. I feel like I'm still going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember coming up a thing like this.
No. At first I thought maybe, but no, now it's starting to look a little more like you're,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're doing alright.
I was like, that would really suck.
I know, right?
Because it's all just a green pipe going. You can't use the inside or even the outside since it's all just blue rock.
Right. But no, that's the thing. That's the thing about, like, comedy. Like, comedy can be very dated. Because, like, you go back and watch a lot of, like, classics from the 80s or the 90s, and you're like, wow, this is sexist or rapist or racist.
Kind of helps show why a
No,
lot
no,
of
no, no, no. Oh, sweet Jesus, thank you.
You survived, then got punched in the face.
Okay, at least I got him. Because, like, yeah, Ben, like I said, Ben and I were talking about that with, like, John Hughes films like 16 Candles or Animal House or Revenge of the Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds is a classic. And, you know, you look at it as being like, accept nerd culture. Like, you're still making fun of nerds, obviously. But it's like, accept nerd cultures. The weird ones are still the cool, like, can still be cool. But then you think about it. In the first Revenge of the Nerds, they recorded women changing without their permission. Like, they put hidden cameras in the sorority house and recorded them. I'm like, that's rapey.
Yep.
Okay, so it pointed me in this direction. To the left. I don't know if I should be going to the left or to the right. I feel like to the left, because it dropped me off and I have to go.
Yeah, so it's just kind of one of those weird checkpoints where it's like, it feels like you can go back the other way, but it's like, no, that's where you came from.
Yeah. You notice we're still in stage 1, supposedly?
I wonder how many stages there are.
But yeah. Like, I love Ace Ventura. It's still a funny movie to me, but you look back at that kind of stuff, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's not cool, man.
Nope.
I'm trying to think of another one. I love the Shining episode. Of The Simpsons, I quote that a lot. The Shinnin'. I never even call The Shining anymore because of that episode. I always call it The Shinning. You've got The Shinnin'. Oh, you mean Shining. Shh. You want to get sued? And then there was the Freddy Krueger Treehouse of Horror, where Groundskeeper Willie was Freddy Krueger. Yep. Like, he's on fire and he's like, help me! You're like, shh, Groundskeeper Willie. Mr. Wiggum has the floor. Lovejoy has... Somebody had the floor, so he couldn't talk, so he's sitting there on fire
Yep.
in the chair, waiting his turn. I'll get your kids when you can't protect them. In their dreams. And then he cleans himself up. God damn it! Well, I think on that note, I'm done. This is my last life.
I'm gonna say,
I got one life.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're at time, but this is my last life.
Yeah, make the most of it. See if maybe this last life can propel you through this this green hellscape.
But yeah, no, that was always a favorite of mine. Because I didn't like horror movies back when I was a kid. I love them now, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I didn't like them back then. And so Treehouse of Horror was kind of like...
the way to ease you into it.
Well, not even that, but it was the way that I understood the pop culture references without seeing the movie.
Yeah.
I was familiar with who Freddy Krueger was because of that.
I can see that.
I was familiar with Dracula and The Shining and all of that because of that. Mm-hmm. So then when I got older and I actually watched The Shining and Friday the 13th and A Nightmare on Elm Street, I was like, oh, now I get that joke finally. I've been watching that episode of The Simpsons for 12 years and now I understand it.
That's where they got it from.
God, fuck you. What even is he?
I don't know.
He's like a weird henchman. He could eat my dick.
Not to mention they got guns and...
Okay. Son of a bitch! And Bart can't attack in the air either, so it's like...
Yep. It's just take it. Okay, watch out.
No! God damn it! I jumped. Dude, fuck you! Well, our first rage game is Bartman meets Radioactive Man.
Okay, watch out. And then watch out.
God damn it! I remembered it the minute it was about to happen. Okay, I made that jump. Okay, this is where I died before. God damn it! I think we're done. No, I got one more life. This is it. Life 0.
Yep. Time to... Oh.
Well, that's it for The Simpsons.
Well,
I could continue, but I am not making this like a 6-7 episode series right now.
That's okay.
This is good for a 2-part one-off. Let us know what you guys thought of Bartman. If you want us to play more, put it in the comments. We'll play more. And tell us, what was your favorite Simpsons episode?
Definitely. And how do you feel about the newer ones? Because I know some people who still enjoy them.
I have not watched it in 10 years.
Yeah, I haven't really either.
I'm 28, about to be 29. It's been longer, honestly. It's probably been 15 years.
It's at least 10 years for me. I know I might have still been watching it in high school, but I know after high school I definitely stopped.
Well, let us know in the comments, what's your favorite Simpson episode? Do you still watch it and enjoy it? Let us know if you want us to play more Bartman. Otherwise, we will never come back to this. Alright. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Failure. Wait, what is all that? It's all cursing. Oh! So if we quit... the black hole! It's too strong! It's pulling me in! Perhaps that was a mistake to enlist Bartman's help. His inexperience has doomed us all! Wow, they hit you where it hurts.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Radioactive Man.
They make sure you realize you failed.
Well, alright. Whatever.